guys, how you doing? Trucker G here again. I gotta tell you, it's a beautiful day. Just got a shower, clean head. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Today, I want to talk about a poll I did on Facebook. And basically what the poll was is I was asking people's opinions. What do they prefer, the Trucker GPS or the Atlas? The age-old question. And I really don't know what the answer is yet as far as what the votes were. And the reason why that is because I'd like to do this video before I actually do know what the poll results were. That way I can give you my unbiased opinion and basically what I do. And you'll be kind of surprised when I tell you, I use all three. And what I mean by all three, I use the Atlas, I use the GPS, but I also use Google Maps. And I'll kind of get more into that. Let me just kind of tell you how it used to be. Used to be, all we had was an address and a telephone number to the place we were delivering. Well, we'd have to open up our Atlas, find the closest city to where we were going, or find the actual city to where we were going. We'd have to map it out from where we were to where we were going, and then we'd have to call that number and actually get the directions to the doorstep of the facility we were going to. And it was kind of a pain. With the GPS, it takes a lot of that headache away. We don't have to do that as much. I know there's going to be a lot of more experienced drivers on there telling you that you shouldn't trust that GPS. Well, that Atlas ain't going to give you doorstep directions unless you do call and ask them. But the problem with calling and asking also is, I remember back in the day when I did call, half the time they couldn't even tell you how to get to the plant. They would have to ask 10 other guys around them until you finally found somebody that could give directions. That's where the Google Maps comes in so handy, because I can punch in the address on the GPS, I can punch in the address on the Google Maps, I can blow it up and actually see the facility and see if it is the right address. Because in all reality, dispatch don't always give us the right address. That's where Google Maps comes in so handy. You can double check to make sure it is the right address. That Atlas isn't going to give you all the information you need. Like I said, it's not going to take you to the doorstep. But at the same time, that Atlas gives you so much other information. In my opinion, everybody needs to know how to read an Atlas. You have to know how to read an Atlas. Or you should know how to read an Atlas, should I say. I guess you really don't have to if you trust the GPS. Me, myself, I find the Atlas to be very handy because there's other information in that Atlas besides directions. There's a lot of information in that Atlas, and you can learn a lot just by reading it. Nowadays, a lot of people don't know how to read an Atlas. They think they do. There's a lot of people that think they do and don't. And there's some that actually do. I mean, for instance, and a lot of you guys are already going to know this information, but I'll go ahead and throw it out there anyway, because a lot of you might not know it. Did you know that the interstates running east and west are even numbered? Like I-10, I-80. It's even numbered roads. You're heading east and west if you're on an even numbered interstate. Did you know as you're heading from west to east, the mile markers get larger? And vice versa, if you're heading west, they get smaller. And same thing with north and south. If you're heading north, the mile markers get larger. If you're heading south, the mile markers get smaller. North and south roads are going to be double-digit odd numbers. Some people don't know this. Some of you do. If you do, great. If you don't, well, you just learned something. Spurs, loops around the cities, they're going to be 3-digit numbers. If it's a 3-digit number and it's an even number, it's a loop. If it's a 3-digit number and it's an odd number, well, and it starts with an odd number, well, it's a spur. It's just little things like that. So some things you never learn unless somebody teaches you, or unless somebody teaches you. But like I said, as far as that Atlas goes, there's other information in that Atlas besides just directions that could be a world of good to you. In my opinion, if you're not utilizing every resource available to you, utilizing every tool available to you, well, you're just cheating yourself. That goes for the new guys, and it goes for the experienced guys. You know, if you're not using that GPS, well, you just made your job harder. Believe me, I'm here to tell you, I started out the old way, you know, with nothing but, like I said, an atlas and a phone number and an address. And utilizing all three, the atlas, the GPS, and Google Maps, makes my life a whole lot easier than it used to be. I mean, as you more experienced drivers can attest, it used to be a pain in the butt. I mean, I don't care how much we talk about the good old days. It was a pain in the butt back then. We didn't have cell phones. We'd have to go deliver our load, figure out how to get there, hope we got good directions. After that, we had to go to the nearest truck stop if we didn't already have another load, find a payphone or wait in line on the payphone, just to listen to dispatch say, hey, I ain't got nothing for you. Come back and give me a call in another hour. So instead of going back to the bunk and going to bed and waiting for a load like we do now, like, you know, right now all I have to do is go in the sleeper and I can go take a nap until they call me and they'll wake me up. Well, back then we couldn't do that. We had to call back when dispatch said to call back. You know, so life's a lot easier than it used to be. No matter how much we talk about the good old days, there's a lot that's a whole lot easier than it used to be. But at the same time, there's a lot that's changed that wasn't for the good. And that's a whole nother video. Hey, I appreciate you guys listening to me. I know after I finish this video, there's going to be 100 more things that I wish I'd said. And I'm sure you guys will comment on it. And believe me, I probably already thought of it. And I just didn't say it in this video because I done forgot, right? That's what happens when you get old. But like I said, I appreciate you listening to me. You guys have a good day and you drive safe.